to be a king or born to be a slave? What's your purpose on this earth before you hit the grave? Is it chasing cars, clothes, the silver and gold? Do you live to feed your flesh or your eternal soul? Were you born to be a king or born to be a slave? What's your purpose on this earth before you hit the grave? Is it chasing cars, clothes, the silver and gold? Do you live to feed your flesh or your eternal soul? The affairs of this world seem to have hold of my people. No more living to be righteous, just die to be evil. Worshipping idols and claim to believe in the Bible. Following men who give themselves flattering titles. The Most High gave us common sense, we gotta use it. I pray you listen to the words, not just vibe to the music. Men get positions of power and then they abuse it. We gotta stay diligent, if we don't use it, we lose it. We were called to be a royal people, a holy nation. Blessed to be better than all, and that's no debating. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, gotta live it out. What's your purpose for breathing? You gotta figure out. Were you born to be a king or born to be a slave? What's your purpose on this earth before you hit the grave? Is it chasing cars, clothes, the silver and gold? Do you live to feed your flesh or your eternal soul? Were you born to be a king or born to be a slave? What's your purpose on this earth before you hit the grave? Is it chasing cars, clothes, the silver and gold? Do you live to feed your flesh or your eternal soul? The light of the world, the salt of the earth. We were called to be great, and it's all before birth. Yeah, living souls made and came from the dirt. Disobedient, we the ones who to blame for the curse. Yeah, we got the blueprint but refuse to read it. Expectations gotta meet it, overcome and supersede it. Overlook instructions to the battle and we got defeated. Our power, he won't fight for us until we tighten up. Men, we were created to be soldiers. Standing man your post, fight until it's over. Yeah. When y'all on our side, no way we can lose. It's a war, good or evil. Now which side you gon' choose? Were you born to be a king or born to be a slave? What's your purpose on this earth before you hit the grave? Is it chasing cars, clothes, the silver and gold? Do you live to feed your flesh or your eternal soul? Were you born to be a king or born to be a slave? What's your purpose on this earth before you hit the grave? Is it chasing cars, clothes, the silver and gold? Do you live to feed your flesh or your eternal soul?
'Shalom. Man, welcome back to the channel. We appreciate everyone to take the time to watch our videos. But today, no different. This is a Bible study. So this one is titled, Study to Show Thyself Approved. And man, you just cannot be saying that you're looking for salvation if you do not study where to find salvation. So here it is, guys. I'm going to go to Romans 3 and 4. Romans 3 and 4. God forbid, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thou saying, and mayest overcome when thou art judged. So from here on out, I'm just going to give you the Most High word. We're going to see what he has to say. And hey, I just want, I want to be around more like-minded people that truly fear the Most High. And I just don't want to see people being destroyed, So let's get it. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Second Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightfully divided the words of truth. Rightfully dividing the words of truth. All right, we're going to go to 1 Peter 4 and 1. 1 Peter 4 and 1. We're just going to see what the Most High have to say in his word. 1 Peter 4 and 1. I'm sorry, 1 Peter 4 and 11, not 1. 4 and 11. Hey, that don't look right. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as the abilities which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. So if you hear your pastor just saying he feel, he think, this is this, no, let's do it as the oracles of God. Let's do it as it is written. Let's not stop believing. And look, all right, this book belonged to the children of Israel. The children of Israel went into captivity. Can't nobody else teach this book because no other nation was given the law. Oh, put it this way, no other nation would want to teach this book the way it was written because it also describes their destruction. So they won't teach you this. But if you get in it, the Most High will show you. I mean, I'm nobody special. The Most High actually just revealed it to me because I kept asking. I'm like, man, I just know it's more to this than this. And he showed me. And sometimes be careful what you ask for too. But he showed me. So let's get Isaiah 28 and 9. Isaiah 28 and 9. Isaiah 28 and 9. I'm sorry, 9 through 13. It's 9 through 13. Isaiah 28 and 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. Isaiah 28 and 10. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. See, there you go. It cannot be what your pastor feel. It got to be what was written. I mean, because if your pastor die off and you trying to say that God was using him and all he was telling you was his feelings, how is it going to be translated later on in life? If he's not on the planet, the book is still going to be here that he was supposedly had learned from, but his feelings and his understanding is gone because he's no longer on the planet. So now God's word is void because it's nobody. How are we gonna reveal someone else's inner thought? So now we got to go with what is written, just like he did. Isaiah 28 and 11. For with a stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people. The reason he had to speak to us with a different tongue, because he knew he was sending us into captivity. You can read that in Deuteronomy 28. He just, he kept telling us if we didn't keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, we would lose all understanding of who we are and we will serve other nations. And that's exactly what we're doing still to this day. This day, we are still doing it. Let's get it. Isaiah 28 and 12. To whom he said, this is the rest wherewith you may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing, yet they would not hear. I'm giving you the refreshing. I'm giving you the understanding that, hey, we are the people. You are God's chosen people. If you're a descendant of the slave trade, you are the descendants of God's chosen people. You need to wake up and get this, drink this, love this, come back to our God. Stop playing. Isaiah 28:13. But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they may as go and fall backwards and be broken and snared and taken. What happened to us? Didn't we get, all we had to do is follow the precepts. Do what we were supposed to do. When he freed us from Pharaoh, he gave us laws, statutes, and commandments. We didn't want to keep them, just like today. And now we have let the other nations teach us that we don't even have to worry about keeping them. All right, here's how Yeshua, or the one everyone call Jesus Christ, the world calls Jesus Christ, was teaching. We're going to go to Luke 4:17. Luke 4:17. Israel, or Negroes, or blacks, or colors, or African Americans, it's time for us to come back home. It's time for us to want to serve our God. It's time for us to realize that we are the people. And your pastor been lying to you. So Luke 17 through 18, 17 and 18. Luke 4, 17 and 18. And Luke 4:17, and there were delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah. And when he had opened the book, he found the place where it was written. Luke 4:18, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he has anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to preach deliverance to the captives, and to preach deliverance to the captives. So we know the entire world is not captive. It always has to be another nation over another nation if anyone is going to be captive. So we got to realize we are the only people that are still living in the lands where we were stole and taken to become slaves. And recovering of sight to the blind, and set at liberty them that are bruised. Who get bruised more than us? So, all right. We all know that the Most High don't change. To change is to say you were wrong. So now we ain't gonna say he was wrong. No, he just set judgments for both actions. Smart. He knew he was gonna be disobedient, hard-headed, stiff-necked. He knew it. But if we wouldn't have been hard-headed, stiff-necked, we'd just been blessed. But hey, we still hard-headed, stiff-necked. Let's get it. Malachi 3 and 6. Malachi 3 and 6. Malachi 3 and 6. 6 and 7. For I am the Lord. Malachi 3 and 6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So, like I said, he didn't have to change. He just set actions for both behavior. And the great thing is he allowed his son to come and be the blood sacrifice for us so that we wouldn't be distinct off the planet, because a lot of the sins or the breaking of the laws, statutes, and commandments equals to death, and we would have been distinct because we was foul as hell because we didn't know any better. So I would excuse us on that. We didn't know any better, but now it's too much information out here. We're in the world of information right now, and it's time for us to consume this information and come back to our God and come back and learn how to serve our God. Malachi 3:7. Even from the days of your fathers, you are gone away from my ordinance and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, said the Lord of hosts. But you say, wherewithin shall we return? It's time to return back to the law, statutes, and commandments. It's time to get out of this. The laws are done away with, and no one can keep the laws. And God is going to love us anyway, because that ain't true. But let's hear what Amos 3 and 1 has to say. 3, 1, and 2. Amos 3, 1, and 2. Amos 3, 1, and 2. Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, the whole family, so that's everybody that come from the seed of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. Our whole family was brought up out of the land of Egypt. Amos 3 and 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all of your iniquities. Like I said, that's why we are living in the land that our foreparents was taken to become slaves. And we have gotten, comfortable in this punishment that we don't think that we deserve to be governed by ourselves. We don't believe that, And even I was listening to a sound bite that a mayor had did recently in a city that's next to where I live. And he was saying, hey, long as I can get 38 to 45% of the Caucasian, he said white, but I call him Caucasian, the white vote, then I can care less about the black vote. He said, I don't care that this city is a black city, because if the white folks take their money and move it to other cities that surround that city, then it wouldn't matter. It just wouldn't matter. So, and in one instance, I can understand where he's coming from, because he can get all of the black votes, but the black votes don't the black our we don't contribute to the enough to the employment of a city. We don't offer the businesses, the jobs in a city. So he gotta cater to the ones that not being consumers of these businesses, but he got to cater to the business owners, which are Caucasian or white people. So in one sense, you got to understand where he's coming from, but you never want to get caught up in a soundbite like that. So, but let me get back. So we're going to go to, we did Amos. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Let's go to Isaiah 14 and 1. and he punished us. And, right there, it just shows that we're not even capable of bringing back Black Wall Street. The mayor and the people don't trust us enough to actually, do the things that's gonna make us where we can be self-sufficient, where we don't have to depend on everyone else. We're gonna read Isaiah 14, 1 through 3. Isaiah 14, 1 through 3. Let's see. Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Let's see how they're going to be joined with us, though. Isaiah 14 and 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Whoa, that's heavy. I ain't never heard that. I used to go to the churches, but I never heard that the Lord was going to have servants and handmaids in his land. But it's written right here. See, the pastor telling you all that feel good mess, but you better listen to what God is saying. And they shall take them captives, because we got to see who these servants and handmaids are going to be. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were. And they shall rule over their oppressors. Whoa, like trading places going on. Look like we are going to be back and be able to be back in rulership. The Most High is going to forgive the children of Israel, and we're going to complete our punishment. No matter when it might take place, we don't know. But we know for a fact that slavery and the slavery took place, and it was a nation of people that was displaced because of slavery. And one thing he just said, that means that we were taken as someone else's captives. And he's saying, karma, what goes around comes around. So now it's going to come back on them. It's going to come back on them. Isaiah 14 and 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from the sorrow and from the fears and from the hard bondage wherein thou were made to serve. Yes, no doubt. The Most High hand was all over us going into this captivity. He was in control of everybody's thoughts, everybody's behavior. Even had us where we were just afraid of the damn wind blowing the wrong way. We nervous and we scared. He had us like that as well. So, hey, this bondage is almost over. It won't be no more melting pot. Let's get Psalms 147, 19 and 20. Psalms 147, 19 and 20. (147) 19 and 20. Psalms 147 and 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Psalms 147 and 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and for his judgments they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. Yes, it's great that they have not known him, but they will know him very, very soon. Very soon. So let's see what his kingdom is going to be for. Let's get Acts 2 and 21. Acts 2 and 21. Acts 2 and 21. Two and 21 and 22. Well, yeah. All right. So we're looking at Acts 2 and 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Acts 2 and 22. You men of Israel, hear these words. Jesus of Nazareth, a man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs which God did by him in the midst of you, as you yourselves also know. You men of Israel, hear these words. So I know everyone loves to teach John 3:16 with no understanding, but we're going to get some understanding. So I'm going to read John 3:16 first. John 3:16. Because honestly, this is what all religions that uses the Bible uses to let everyone know that that they can be that everyone is going to be saved, and the Bible doesn't say that. So we're gonna see John 3:16. John 3:16. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Boom. Close the book. It's over with, huh? Nah, that ain't true. That ain't true. What's John 3:14 say? Most people don't know. So, but we're going to go to Isaiah 45 and 17 so we can get some understanding of John 3:16. You know, we need to, hey, I just want salvation. I want to know what it feels like to live in a land where we govern ourselves and it's our body of land. We have our own government, our own military, our own currency, and we in power of our own trading. You know, don't we deserve that? So we're gonna read Isaiah 45, 17 and 18. Isaiah 45, 17 and 18. Isaiah 45 and 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with that everlasting salvation. You shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. There go your John 3:16 right there. I mean, there you go. And you got to read, if you're reading John 3:16, if you're using that, you got to go back and start with John 3 and 1 and see who that conversation was taking place. And that was two Israelite men. Isaiah 45 and 18. For thus said the Lord that created the heavens, God himself that formed the earth and made it. He have established it. He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited. I am the Lord, and there is none else. He did it all. So this is his words. And I'm going to trust what he said. He formed all of it. We are his creation. He's not our creation. I think some of us think we can use him like a damn genie or some shit. But let's get Acts 1 and 6. Let's see what Acts 1 and 6 say. Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? So I'm like, man, if it's saying salvation is for everybody, we know that the kingdom of the Most High or the kingdom of God is going to have slaves or bondmen and bondwomen. It says going to take people captives, who captives they were. And then the disciples are asking him, like, man, is this going to take place right now? But let's see, because people will say, nah, man, the covenant is for everybody, blah blah blah. Let's see what Hebrews 8:7 say. We're gonna read Hebrews 8, 7 through 10, and that's gonna be it. Hebrews 8, 7, and 10. Hebrews 8, 7 through 10. Oh, all right. Hebrews 8, 7. For if for if that first covenant had been faultless, meaning if we would have kept the mark like we were supposed to, then shall no place have been sought for the second. We wouldn't have went into captivity. We'd have been still living in a rulership position. Hebrews 8:8. For finding fault with them, he said, Behold, the days come, said the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Why did he have to make a new covenant? Because we left. We're no longer, and he's gonna, if you read Romans 9, it actually go into how he's gonna show his wrath and make his power known. And just like he did against Pharaoh when he made his power known. And you do see that the old covenant was with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, and the new covenant is going to be with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Because, like I said in the beginning, the Most High changes not. All right, let's get Hebrews 8 and 9. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the days when I took them by the hand and led them out of the land of Egypt, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord. So when they were stacking us on top of each other, when they were beating us, cutting our feet off, whooping the hell out of us, treating us worse than they even treat their damn animals, when they were doing all that to us, and even till now. I was watching Till the other day. So that was a movie based in, or a time period based in like the 50s. And the man was just like powerless. They just came in that man's house, just took. So it was still the same thing going on. So we're going to go to Hebrews 8 and 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Lord. I will put my laws in their mind and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Man, guys, so what I'm saying is, to the descendants of the slave trade, we are still living in the land where our forefathers was taken to become slaves. It's time for us to wake up and come back to our God, the God of Jacob and Israel, or as we could say, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's time for us to come back. We are the descendants, and that's why we are still living in the land where they were taken to become slaves, our foreparents. So it's time for us to wake up, God. And with that, I say shalom.
Don't be so quick to judge, my dear. Try a little love, my dear. Hope I'm making myself clear. Yeah. They say that the end is near, so maybe we should learn to love. Don't you think it's about time that we really learn to love? Maybe we could turn the tide if we let that hate go. Tomorrow ain't promise what you wait for. We gotta go higher, we can't stay low. You an angel better wear your halo. There is a love stronger than pride, stronger than hate, patient and kind. When we align with the divine, we're gonna rise and fly so high. When we learn how to love, 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 Uncle Sam looking at the way I point fingers. How about having a little compassion for your neighbors? Just imagine if belief systems wasn't in place. I wonder would there be so much hate? But I'm not gonna put all the blame on my people though. We just imitating the same type of behavior displayed by those who came to our land, slaughtering millions, putting the rest on boats. Come on, you know I'm talking about them pale skinned folks. I call them master manipulators. Just look how they play us. I mean, as soon as we come out the womb, we set up to lose. We've been conditioned by those with ill intentions of people so wicked with animalistic characteristics. Yeah, we were made in the image of true love. We just need to come into that realization. Next step is for you to look on the inside. Self-examination leads to salvation. Yeah, hey, don't get it twisted, you feel me? We not racist at all. I'm just giving you the history on how all of this came about. All the hatred amongst our people, man. It's not organic. We were taught to hate ourselves. And when you hate yourself, you hate everything outside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? See, what we doing here is just trying to help you find your way back. You did.